Hello. Hello. Well, it's Sunday. A different day today altogether. It was raining, but we've got some wind now. And yesterday was a piping hot day. Still as you like. Very odd. So there's only a very short video, this just to explain about the premiere I've got coming up this Thursday. It says me spitting, which I'll do in a minute. I'll tell you a joke first, actually. Okay, so Donald Trump was walking through this crowd with his security men. One of the security men was brand new to the job, first day on the job. And that new guy suddenly noticed somebody from the crowd raised a gun and pointed at Donald's head. So he shouted, "Mickey Mouse!" Anyway, the gunman froze, so did everybody else. They sort of looked at him. They took the gun off the gunman and it all ended fine. Later on in the debrief, they said that it was good that, you know, Mr. Trump's okay. And it was, what happened today? I mean, why did you shout Mickey Mouse? And he said, well, I got nervous. I didn't mean to shout Mickey Mouse. I meant to shout Donald Duck. I saw that, I think it was on Facebook or somewhere, I saw it and I really liked it, so I thought I'd share it with you. Our Sunday chuckle. Oh, it's going to rain. Yeah, grey clouds by the looks of it. So, I've got a premiere video coming up, but in that premiere video I put a couple of tracks on there, a couple of music tracks that they've been floating around in and out of my head the last sort of few days, and I just sort of thought that I'd show you the videos, what's floating around in my head. YouTube have changed things slightly, well, slightly, greatly. You have to now rate your own video, so you put whether there's swearing, whether it's major, or minimal swearing, or yeah, whatever, or minor. It says minor is like words like damn and blast or something like that. I can't remember what it is. It's pathetic. I mean, it's YouTube. But it goes down, I think there's 8 of these different things that it goes down, and you have to sort of rate yourself, you know, how your video is going to come across to people. And I always tick none to everything, I always have done. I say always have done, it's only been about a fortnight or so, but I just tick none to everything and my video goes out and that's that. Occasionally it gets flagged, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but this one, because it had some music tracks on, they got quite snotty about it. They normally say, oh, you've used this track, however, don't worry, you're in good standing, your account hasn't been affected. This time, I just got a very short email saying this video is blocked in all countries. And it said something about you can cut the music out. Anyway, I tried to cut the music out and I couldn't really do it, but I did in the end on the first part. So the premiere that I've got is Thursday at 8:15, same time as it normally is, or normally has been just recently, if and when I do a premiere. And the first bit is a music track, or was a music track, so you're missing about 2 minutes. So instead of it starting off normally, it kind of starts off with me saying, there, that was good, wasn't it? You know, good track or whatever. So it's quite sort of silly and confusing. But anyway, that's the reason why, is because YouTube would not let me use the music. I put April Skies by the Jesus and Mary chain on, which I love. Great song, really great song. Later on in the video I put one of Sade's, which one was it now? Can't remember. No Ordinary Love by Sade. Not that it matters, but I was listening to loads of different tracks there by Sade. Sorry about the silence. It was noisy in my head though. But so that bit was a separate little video, so I could take that out, no problem. But the other one, I had to sort of cut that a little bit, and it's a bit of a mess, but whatever. So the start of the video, the start of the premiere this Thursday is a bit, you know, whatever. But we got there in the end, didn't we? So we're both doing well. As I say, it's Sunday at the moment. It's been on and off wet, and we've got some wind out there at the moment. I can't believe the difference a day's made, really. We've got the Boris speech tonight at 7 o'clock. So obviously I'm making this many hours before Boris is awake, if he ever is. So we'll see what he's got to say. A couple of little things. They're going to change that slogan. Thank God they are, really. The slogan is stay at home, protect the national health, save lives, and it's boring and it's been done to death. I hate brainwashing, and that is brainwashing. They're changing that now, and it's going to say something like stay alert, control the virus. And the stay alert, what does that mean to anybody? And control the virus. I don't know who thinks of these bloody things. They probably paid somebody a fortune to come up with that crap, and it is crap, but whatever. That's the government for you. So we're going to wait and see tonight and see what Boris says, because he's going to... The exit to the lockdown is coming, as we know. Yesterday I watched a little bit on YouTube of, I don't even know his name, some arsehole in the government. And he was on about lots of things, but he said they're going to put billions into road repairs. They're going to actually do the potholes in the UK. About time, isn't it? They want us all really eventually to use electric cars. I mean, that's been on the back burner, as we know, for a while. They're going to try and have in every town e-scooters. Imagine me on a bloody e-scooter. Whatever it is, I'm not sure what it is even, but I think it's quite dangerous. Anyway, whatever. So that's that'd be a laugh. But they've come up with ridiculous things, I think. And I mean, I haven't got the answers myself, so I mean, you know, but whatever, I still think they're ridiculous. They say that only 1 in 10 bus seats can be used. So if a bus contains 40 seats, you can now only have 4 people on the bus. So if you've got a bus, stop with 80 people there waiting to get on a couple of buses, there's going to be queues and queues and queues of buses. And by the time you're on a bus, it'd be 1:30 in the afternoon. By the time you get to work, it's 3 o'clock. You're coming home at 4:30. I mean, it'll all come out in the wash, I think, really. For me, it's more funny than it is frightening, because it's so ridiculous. And when you start digging, you realise just how ridiculous things are. But it is what it is. We're not in control. We're not in charge, are we? They will decide whatever they want to decide, really. So we'll have to wait and see. I think at 7 o'clock tonight. So let's see what old rubbish he comes up with. And it all is. It's kind of pissing in the winds. That's what I think. You know, kind of trying to plaster over something that should have been done a long, long time ago in many respects. Flights, for instance. I keep on about the flights coming into the UK. They still come into the UK. There's still no checks on the passengers and all the rest of it. However, they've now suddenly decided, what, 8 or 9 weeks into the lockdown? Something like that. They've suddenly now decided, oh yeah, flights coming into the UK, better do something with them at 8 or 9 weeks. So flights coming into the UK, the passengers will have to be quarantined for 14 days. That's going to be a right old mess, isn't it? And also I was thinking last night, if you're going to have 4 people to a bus, how many are you going to have to an aeroplane? You sat in a metal tube breathing the same air as everybody else. Will it just be one passenger? Wouldn't surprise me. Or will they stop flights? Who knows? So you'll see me out and about on my e-scooter, carrying all my shopping home. That'd be a laugh. Anyway, it's crap, isn't it, really? So we will see you, if not before, I'll see you on Thursday. 8:15 is the premiere. As I say, the first little bit is a bit iffy really because of YouTube. I thought they would just give me a warning like they normally do. Over on my art channel, I haven't put any pieces up, but on my art channel, quite often it gets flagged, you know, and they say, oh, you're using this bit of music by so-and-so. You can either change the music or keep the music and be unmonetized. Well, I just keep the music because I like it, and become unmonetized. When you do these videos on YouTube, I mean, the money you get is pennies. Literally, it's pennies. And most months you get nothing, or a fiver or something like that. So I'm certainly not going to worry about not getting, say, 4p or whatever it's going to be, or 3p for a video because I've used somebody else's music. I'm not going to worry about that. But I thought they would just say, this has been flagged, you know, and you're not going to be monetized. But no, we've blocked the video. Oh dear. And yet there's some bloody videos on YouTube just lately, you know, we don't want to get into it really, but about the government, about Bill Gates, about the virus, about many different things that really they shouldn't even perhaps be on YouTube. But because I had a couple of songs on there, and by the way, these songs, they were on Vevo, V-E-V-O, I believe it's called. But because I played the song, and now my video is going onto YouTube, YouTube have the right to say, no, you can't do that. How can they tell me I can't have something from a different website on my video? But they do. Okay, we're going to see what happens with the weather. See if we can get out just for half an hour. If not, it'll be a kick around in the garden. Yeah, we're both doing well. As you know, I've ended my lockdown, so that's quite good really. So I'm going further and further afield in the car. Yesterday I just went for a drive really, just to explore. And that was nice. Come on, light. That's it. Yeah, I just went round some local villages and stuff like that. Okay, whatever you're doing, hope you have a peaceful Sunday. Peaceful and relaxed Sunday. And we'll be back sometime soon, if not Thursday. Hope you enjoyed the joke. Tell it to all your friends. Take care. Be well. Ta-ra.